Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about Portugal. I decided to make this video because maybe it will be helpful for some other immigrants. I'm the second time immigrant myself, and this country is European country. I moved here 2 years ago in March 2022, and I already got my second resident permit. So I know how this legal and all document financial things work, so I can share some insights maybe, or share just information that you can be interested in. So first of all, the good thing about Portugal that you can come here, and if you like to stay here just to try, and if you like to stay here, you can stay with your travel visa, as I did. I came here with a travel visa, and then I just decided to stay and collect the documents to get a document, to legalize myself as an independent worker. So first of all, I've got proof of address in Junta de Freguesia. This is a municipality office in your area where you live, and you should go there with two witnesses, or the owner of your house, or the rental contract. You get the paper that will be proof that you live there. And after getting a fiscal number in finanças, you might need open the activity. Activity as atividade here in Portugal is the working activity as an independent worker, as a freelancer. It's very important if you would like to get the residence permit based on the article as an independent worker. So it's a trabalhador independente. It's very important. So you need to go in Loja de Cidadão. I remember that I did everything, all those stuff in Loja de Cidadão. The address will be here. I did it with a representative person. So for activity, to open it, it needs to be a representative person who has open activity and who can just put his or her name in the paper, like a nominal guarantee that you are going to be a good worker, to work good, and to pay taxes here. As far as I remember, you need to go to Loja de Cidadão very early, around 5, 6, or 7 p.m. to stay in a queue, because a lot of people there want the same papers done, and they have limited amount of tickets, and you need to stay and wait. And to get a ticket, you know, if you want to do it quicker, you need to put some efforts there, and go and stay and wait and get things done. Why did I say nominal? Because nobody actually cares who is that person, and nobody actually cares. It just need to be a name of somebody, and there are a lot of people who offering this service for money. This is what I've heard, what I stayed in a queue, but I've had a person who agreed to help me with this, so I didn't pay for it. But you can pay for it. Next important step is opening your bank account. My bank is Millennium. Millennium is a commercial Portuguese bank with a branch Activa Bank, but and there is a fee, monthly fee for my bank, like around €9. The branch of this Millennium Bank is Activa Bank, which doesn't have any fees, is free, but at that time every bank refused to have me as a client and refused to open the bank account. And I actually, there was a lot of drama around a Russian citizen in early 2022. And they just refused to open a bank account for me, and I complained to Banco de Portugal. The address will be here. It's a main bank of Portugal, which is connected to European central bank system, and I went there and complained about all the situation, because I have a lot of documents done and I didn't have only the bank account. I complained about that, and they gave me the paper with some resolution that, you know, bank should pay attention at me and help me. So I went to Millennium, applied for my bank account like third time maybe, and finally, eventually, with that paper, they agreed and they helped me. They opened the bank account for me. I still didn't open any other banks here. Maybe I need to go for Activa Bank right now because I have more documents for it, but I have Millennium and Revolut. It's working for me. We are going to go to applying for residence permit. I applied for residence permit online on the portal SAPA. Maybe you know, you need to create an account there. You need to put your email address, login, password, all these things. And I applied online according to the article 88.2 as an artist of theater and cinema, high value independent worker. It called Manifestaçao de Interesse, artigo 88.2. So all the documents that I applied, that I uploaded on SAPA portal online will be here. It was in 2022, in April 2022. And then I realized, after uploading everything and after going and asking why this process is not going anywhere, I realized that this process will be for 2 years. Like they will be considering me for 2 years, up to 2 years. I'm not a refugee. I am not. I am from Russia. So, and I'm not. I don't have family. I don't have the kind of urgent situation. So they just don't prioritize my case. And they will not prioritize my case. So I just realized that it's going to be 2 years of nothing, and I don't know how to work here because I don't have documents, valid documents. So I didn't cancel my online Manifestaçao de Interesse, but I went to become a student. Becoming a student and getting documents through studying is the fastest way for your integration and legalization. I know that because I'm a second-time immigrant, and the first time I've had my process of legalization through student thing as well. But I was younger, and it was my education. Bachelor education, and now I decided to go to an English program to Porto Business School. It's a 1-year program because you need to have 1-year program to be eligible for applying for residence permit. So I chose the English program, post-graduation program in international business in Porto Business School, with 1 year of education, and I spent all my savings for that education. I provided the proof of payment and the paper of enrollment paper that the business school accepted me as a student, and I've had an interview with program director, and he approved me in 1 week, I guess. And I was glad, and I was grateful for this opportunity, and I thought that it will be better for me to integrate into the society through the international group, because it's going to be international group, English group. So I was thinking that's great. It will be faster for me to integrate into the society, to the different environment. And yes, it was kind of true. I applied for residence permit according to the article 92A, as far as I remember. It's a student residence permit. And in 2.5 months, I got my first card. It was in October or November 2022. I don't remember actually the time, but it was autumn 2022. the fee I paid for my first card was different, because the usual fee for student residence card, it's like around 100 euros, but I paid around 300 euros because I didn't have special visa when I came here in Portugal. I've had only Spanish visa, travel visa, Schengen visa when I came here. So it doesn't work for Portugal government, because they would like to have a special visa when students are coming here. So I didn't have that, but I would like to. I decided to become a student, so I paid a penalty. I paid a penalty around maybe 180 euros or something, just penalty for the absence of the visa. I need to say something about the making an appointment process, because it is crazy and still crazy, and it was crazy in 2022. You need to make an appointment by calling. There is a number, open line, and you need to call as hard as you can, to keep calling weeks. You can keep calling during weeks. And the reason why it happened, because there are a lot of people who offer the service, like make an appointment for money. There are a lot of people in Russian and Brazilian community who are making money by this, and it's just ridiculous prices, like up to several hundreds of euros, and like they start with 250 euros for one appointment. It's like average price. You can talk about less price. If you have a lot of money, you should go for it. But I didn't have a lot of money, so it really bothered me, this ridiculous price. And basically, those people who do this for money, they hold the line. They hold the line with a lot of mobile phones, with a lot of mobile operators, and they just taking away the chance to call and to reach out to the operator from simple people like me, try to call it by myself, you see. And that's not that fair. Let's say, I understand how businesses work here, and sometimes people take advantage of other people's situations, and that's, I guess, fine, but not for me. Well, I do understand, but it's not fine. So I was just assertive and calling during the week or 2 weeks, and finally made my appointment by myself. When my card was expired in January 2024, I decided to go for another card, and I've had the opportunity to apply for another year. Portugal gives this opportunity for people who finished the education in Portugal. I graduated from Porto Business School in November 2023, and I got my diploma. I had my right to apply for the Article 122P. This article works for people who got the education and would like to stay in Portugal for 1 year more to find a job, to find to have a new contract with Portugal company or any other company. And the position should be close to your education position. So for me, the position must be higher than working in restaurants and other stuff, because I've been told that I need to find a high qualified profession according to my last postgraduate program, and not less. So I applied for this article. I've had the opportunity, I applied for it. I provided the list of documents was the same, plus diploma. I provided everything, and I applied, and I paid for this residence card 170 euros. But then something happened, something that I didn't expect. I stayed, fortunately, I stayed in many groups of immigrants who share their experience, their cases, and I was reading the chat. I was very interested what's going on and how people pursue this process and everything. And suddenly I've seen a lot of messages that people who applied for being independent worker in 2022, they started to get appointments in 2024, in 2 years after. And I suddenly realized that I have this Manifestaçao de Interesse online. I went there, and then I just got the message. The screenshot will be here. I got the message from government that I had 10 days to make an appointment because my process is already almost on the table. So I was surprised a little bit, and of course I had my right to apply because I was waiting for 2 years. And I used this opportunity. On the last day, they gave me slots, and there was only the opportunity to apply for Setubal. Setubal is south city of Portugal, and I live in north. And I was a little bit sad about this more efforts I need to put there, but it was okay. It was 4th of March, as far as I remember, and I got my appointment for 8th of March in 4 days. And I did it very quickly. It was very quickly process. I just was super excited to have this done and to at least to try. So the list of documents were almost the same, but with a lot more additional documents. Additional why? Because you have been living here for 2 years and you need to provide some proofs that you have been a good person, working and paying, and with new proof of address, because this paper proof of address is working right now, valid right now, only for 3 months. So I have been moving a lot from one place to another place every 6 months. So of course I moved and I had to get a new paper. So I got a new paper, new home address. I showed my IRS. If you submitted IRS, I did, because 2022 was free for me and 2023 wasn't free for me. So I submitted my green receipts. It's Recibo Verdes, very important receipts if you are independent worker and you're gaining money from another country. I submitted my Recibos Verdes, I submitted IRS, and also they wanted to have from me 2 papers, 2 declarations that I don't have any debts in front of financial office, finanças, and in front of social security office, Segurança Social. So you can do everything online, and maybe I will make another video how to deal with this all portals, SAPA, Finanças, Segurança Social, and IMA, and all of these things, and how to maybe submit your IRS tax declaration, but it will be later. So I provided all these documents and applied for independent worker, and I got my residence card, residence permit in 1.5 months. So right now I have my residence permit for 2 years as an independent worker, and it was a good move for me because it is 2 years card, and I have the opportunity to extend this card online. I requested the refund about my first process, and I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting my money back because I paid for the first process. It was cancelled. I canceled the first one when I was applying for the second one. It's a mandatory thing because they see your processes in the system and they are asking, what are you doing? What kind of process you would like to keep and what kind of process you would like to cancel? So I canceled the first one because the second one was more beneficial for me. Now I have to say something about criminal record, because it's also a separate story about criminal record that I've got, and I've got the experience with this. I provided the third criminal record when I was applying in March 2024. Two first criminal record certificates from my country I got from the embassy, like consular section of Russian embassy in Porto. I will put this address here. I'm not sure that they are there, but there was a person there who worked, and the service first time was 30 euros, the second time was 40 euros, and this year I was asking the person how much does it cost to get the certificate, and the person told me 90 euros. So it's huge inflation, 90 euros. So I decided just, okay, no, I'm going to do this another way. I'm going to put more efforts there, but I went to Lisbon, consular section of Russian embassy in Lisbon. This is the address, and it was fast and easy enough, to do that, because I went to the website, I made an appointment online, I went there, applied, provided all the documents, applied, and in 4 days I got my certificate for free. It's free. It's like the service is free. But other people, of course, making money providing this service. But you need to also provide the registered letter because they don't have envelopes, envelopes to send you back this kind of certificate. So you need to bring this envelope to them to buy separately and to bring. That's what I did. And in 4 days I got my certificate. So I recommend you to go to Lisbon and to make it, I don't know if it's free for your country, but for Russian Federation it's free. It's free service. You need just to put a little bit more efforts there. That's all information for today. Hope it was useful for you. I can prepare another video how to manage finances portal and social security portal and IRS, and what I do with my tax situation. Let me know if you would like to know something more. For today, that's all. Thank you so much for watching this video, and talk to you next time.